Continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Warner Anderson as Matthew Swain, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, and Mia Farrow as Allison Mackenzie.
Just about 12 miles north of Peyton Place on the Bayshore Highway lies Dead Man's Curve. It's a bad highway to turn into with anything else on your mind but the road. Rod Harrington had too much on his mind. Betty Anderson had just told him she was going to have a baby.
Hello, Dr. Rossi.
Evening, Allison. Connie?
Hello, Michael. Last chance, Dr. Rossi. For charity?
Well, I think I better find a home to put it in first, huh?
Tell you what you do. Rub it and make a wish. It's Aladdin's lamp.
Oh, I think you believe that.
Oh, she does.
How much is it?
$12.
$12? That's cheap for Aladdin's lamp.
I'll wrap it up.
Well, wait a minute. Not till I rub it, huh?
You believe?
Well, let me try. All right.
What'd you wish for?
Oh, a lot of things.
You're not telling?
Well, let's just wait and see if there's an Aladdin, huh?
There has to be.
Michael?
Yes?
There's been an accident.
No.
They need you. They sent an ambulance, so you better go straight to the hospital.
Who?
Young Rodney Harrington.
What happened?
Well, he hasn't been hurt. That's what they tell me anyway.
What about Betty?
They say she has been.
Oh, no. I'll go to the hospital.
No. There's nothing you can do there. Not a thing. Have you seen George or Julie?
No, not lately.
No, I better find them.
Oh, Mother.
We better go home.
They'll be all right.
Oh, they will.
They'll be all right.
George or Julie Anderson, would you please come to the bandstand? George or Julie Anderson to the bandstand, please. George or Julie Anderson to the bandstand, please. George or Julie Anderson, please, to the bandstand.
Look, she's possibly under sedation. And Dr. Rossi?
Where are they taking her, Doctor?
She's going to be all right, Miss Anderson.
Doctor, what's the matter with her?
Well, Matt. She's hemorrhaging.
The baby?
We're going to need your permission to operate.
Doctor?
Miss Anderson.
Yes, of course, Doctor.
Can I get you a cup of coffee?
No, I'd better be here when George shows up. Where is he?
Well, I'll telephone and see if they've located him.
Can you tell me where I can find my son?
Yes, he's in the x-ray room, Mr. Harrington.
X-ray. I was informed his injuries were superficial.
Well, yes, sir, but Dr. Rossi wanted him thoroughly checked.
Well, I'll find him.
Well, but they're not through an x-ray, Mr.
I'm going there anyway. Julie.
Oh, yes.
How is she?
I don't know yet.
What happened?
I don't know that either.
It's terrible. Who's with Betty?
Dr. Rossi?
I'll call Bob Martin.
No.
But he's head of the hospital.
Please, no.
But Bob Martin is more...
Dr. Rossi's with Betty now. We don't need anybody else.
Julie, I'm trying to help.
Oh, I know that. I know that. Thank you, but...
I'll get her a private room, special care, anything she needs.
No, you're doing enough, Les.
I?
You and I.
You can't blame us for this. Julie, let's not get this all mixed up. This has nothing to do with it.
George?
How's Betty? She'll pull through.
Pull through?
What I meant, George, was
Where
she'll
is
be all
she?
right.
She's in surgery.
Surgery?
George, I have to talk to you.
How is she?
George, come on.
Don't do this, Julie. Don't pull me around.
But look, Dr. Rossi's with her now.
George, she'll be all right.
Oh, what makes you think so?
George, please, I have to talk to you.
All right, talk to me.
No, is there some place?
Yes, of course, right in there.
Come on, George.
How bad was Rodney hurt? Huh? I knew it.
George.
All right, Julie.
Oh, where did I close the door, George?
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Why did you close the door? What's going on here?
I just didn't want you to disturb anyone.
Oh, that's very considerate. My little girl is hurt.
George, she isn't your little girl anymore. She's
what? What?
She's hurt, George.
Well, I know that. What's going on here? What is really going on?
George, let's talk about it later.
What did you mean by that? When you said she wasn't my little girl anymore?
Nothing in particular.
Oh, yes, you did. You meant something by that, didn't you?
George, let's talk about it when you're calmer.
We'll talk about it now. We'll talk about my little girl who isn't my little girl anymore. Is that what we're talking about? Is it? What happened to my little girl? Where were you?
I was working, George.
Oh, yeah, throw that up to me. Okay. But you weren't too busy to know where your little girl was, your daughter. Why?
George.
Oh, George. Oh. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm calm now. I'm going to be calm, okay? Okay, I'm going to be calm and I'm going to be sensible.
That's the only way, George.
That's right. What's done is done. We have got to think about the future. That's the only sensible thing to do.
That's right, George.
It's a terrible thing. I'm not excusing it, mind you. I'm never going to excuse it. You understand that, don't you? I'm not talking about Betty. She's just a kid. She didn't know. But that Harrington and that boy of his, Rodney, you know, they think they can do anything they want and get away with it. It's always been like that. Leslie, even when he was a kid. But they're not going to hurt our little girl. No, sir. Oh, no. They can do anything they want with me. They can run me around the whole country. They can do anything, but when it comes to our little girl, no, sir, they're going to behave right. Yes, I promise you that. I promise you. They're going to treat her right. I will make them respect her. Yes.
What's happening, Rod? And what's really happening? Maybe I can help.
Hey, you know, I owe you an apology. Oh, I owe a lot of apologies, but let me start with you, huh?
You don't owe me anything. I mean that.
About Allison.
Forget it.
I will.
Rod, level with me.
I wish I could, Norm. Hey, I've given you a lot of advice about chicks and, you know, getting with it, things like that. Well, maybe I didn't know what I was talking about.
Rod.
How are you?
Oh, I'm a little banged up, that's all. How's Betty?
They're taking care of her.
But how is she?
She'll pull through.
Pull through.
Well, I bet she'll be all right. What are you doing here?
Came to see Rod.
Well, I want to talk to Rodney.
Sure.
Do you have a ride?
No, I'll get one.
Well, if you want to, wait for me.
No, it's no trouble, Dad. I'll get one. Good night, Dad. Good night, Rod. I'll see you later.
And don't tell your mother about this. Let me do it.
Okay. Good night.
See you, Norm.
Sit down, son. What's wrong?
It's a little stuffy in here, isn't it?
Is that better?
Oh, yeah, that's better, thanks.
What happened, Rod?
It was an accident.
That's not much of an answer.
What do you want me to say?
Rodney, you're in serious trouble.
I know.
But I'm trying to help.
It was an accident. I was parked by the side of the road. I didn't see the truck. I pulled out too fast.
You're a good driver.
Tonight I wasn't. I had things on my mind.
You weren't drinking, were you?
Oh, Dad, I wasn't drinking.
What were you doing with Betty, anyway? I thought that was all over with.
I did, too.
Well?
Listen, I know you're trying to help, but, well, there's nothing you can do.
Son, I know we've had our differences.
Oh, we've had our differences. I sat there and I judged. Oh, boy, did I judge. You, Mrs. Anderson, Betty, I had everything figured out. I was going to leave this mixed-up world behind and ride off into the sunset with Allison Mackenzie. But I can't now. Betty's in trouble.
Are you sure?
She told me tonight. I panicked.
Do you love her?
Oh, I did. At the time.
Now?
I don't know. I can't think straight.
I will.
Hey, Dad, please, let me handle this.
How?
There's only one way to handle it.
Who says that?
Dad, look, it's my fault.
Well, maybe it is. But that doesn't mean you have to punish yourself. And her. Your kids. You panic. You said that yourself, Rod. You said you panic. I won't panic. Let me work this out for both of you.
Dad, I don't want to do this wrong.
Well, you have, son. But two wrongs don't make a right, do they? Leave this to me, won't you?
Betty. Everything's going to be fine now. I'm here. Everything's going to be fine. What? It's all right, honey bunch. Everything's going to be all right. I promise. I'm here. I'm going to take care of you. It's all right now, honey bunch. You just lie back and relax.
Daddy?
Yes, darling. Daddy's going to take care of his little girl. Now, you've been hurt, darling. You've been hurt, but you're going to be all right.
Is he hurt?
I don't know. He's around. He's all right.
Is he hurt?
He's around somewhere. Don't you worry about him. No. You just lie back and relax. Mother will be here soon. She'll be in later. Now, you just lie back and relax. Take it easy. You've been through a lot. You've been hurt. I'm going to see if my little girl's taken care of. There. That's better, Princess. I haven't called you that in a long time, have I? You remember our castle?
Castle?
The castle, yes. You remember up near East Conway? It looked like just an old pile of rocks, but it wasn't. To us, it was a castle. And you were the princess.
And you'd get captured, and I'd come and rescue you. You remember? And I'd fight my way through. I'd fight monsters and dragons. Ah, yes, sure. You're smiling now. Sure, you remember. Not so long ago, I drove past that castle. For a moment, it was just another old pile of rocks. But it wasn't. And when you're better, Princess, we'll...
Daddy, let me sleep.
All right, dear. I'll stay right here. Yes, I'll stay here. Oh, Doctor. It's pretty rough, isn't it? I mean, this poor kid has been through.
Wait outside, please.
No, I'm staying.
Wait outside, Mr. Anderson. It's Dr. Rossi, Betty. Now, just relax. I want you to try and get some sleep. No. No questions. I'll be back later.
Doctor.
I'll be back later, Betty.
How's she doing?
She's doing well. She's sleeping.
Good. Well, I'll just wait right here.
No.
Look, let me sit
Well,
here.
look, you just go home tonight and get some rest.
She might wake up.
Oh, there are nurses here.
Well, what about it?
Well, you're upset.
You bet I'm upset.
I don't want you to upset her.
Well, she's my daughter.
Look, George, let's stop it. Let's stop it right now. I'm telling you that your daughter needs quiet. She needs rest. She needs, well, let's say she needs a calm environment, and that's something you can't provide for her now. Now, look, if you love your daughter, let's just think a little bit more about what she needs, and a little bit less about what George Anderson needs. Does that make it clear?
Okay, Doc, you made your point. I'll make mine later.
Ron.
Are you staying here?
For a while.
How's Betty?
She's been hurt, Les. Is Rod okay?
Yes, it's a miracle.
Yeah, nothing but. I suppose you must be very thankful.
George, I can't tell you how sorry I am about all this.
All this?
It's the accident.
Oh, as they say, that goes without saying, as they say.
Well, I want to take care of everything, expenses.
Oh, how about the rest of it, Les?
The rest?
You know what I'm talking about.
I wouldn't use that tone of voice.
Oh, how would you like me to say it, Les? Perhaps rubbing my hands together or maybe down on my knees. I suppose you've talked to your son. You did bring him up to be a gentleman, didn't you?
I wouldn't talk about bringing up.
Well, I did. I brought my daughter up to be a... What's the term again? A lady, yes. But never mind about that. Where are you going, Les?
I'm taking Rodney home.
I've waited out here a long time for you. I think it's about time we came to an understanding about your son and my little girl.
Your little girl?
Yes, that's what she is to me. My little girl.
All right, George, let's get to the point.
Oh, that's Chamber of Commerce talk, Les. Don't give me that. The point? All right, here's the point. Here's the point of the point. My daughter spent much too much time with that good-looking, fast-talking chip off the old block son of yours.
All right, George.
All right is right. Now, I'm telling you this very calmly and reasonably. I'm saying this very, very calmly. Your son told my daughter that he loved her. He told her he loved her. And she believed him. You see, she believed him. And she loved him, Les. She loved him. Well, he'd better love her and cherish her. Now, there's a good old-fashioned word for you, Les. Cherish. Cherish. I think we can put it to good work again. He'd better love her and cherish her and treat her decently. Oh. We've just been talking about you, Rodney. You and Betty. Oh, yes, Rodney. We've just been talking about Betty and you.
Allison, what are you doing here?
Hello, Uncle Matt.
I thought you'd go home.
I told Mother I'd wait here for you. Are you all right?
Well, Betty's been hurt. Rodney came out of it with a few cuts and bruises. How about you? Any cuts and bruises?
I don't know, Uncle Matt.
Allison, I think it's about time you stopped calling me that.
Calling you what, Uncle Matt?
That.
Uncle Matt? That's what I've always called you.
Well, it makes me feel old.
Is that the reason?
No. But I think we should pack that word away with the rest of your childhood.
I don't know that I want to pack it away.
Uncle Matt?
Both.
Well, I'll still be here, but as for the rest, I think that nature is its own baggage master, and you're a grown woman now.
Am I?
Aren't you?
In some ways. Seems to have happened so suddenly.
Well, I think we all conspired against it. I and...
Mother.
And you.
So, what I'm supposed to accomplish is instant maturity. As though I rubbed this lamp and there it was. Only that's Dr. Rossi's lamp now, and that's not at all how it happens.
No.
Are you sure Betty will be all right?
Oh, yes, yes.
Good night, Uncle Matt.
You forgot.
No. No, I didn't.
I wish there was something I could say.
You've taught me a lot.
Have I?
Good old New England virtues.
Don't forget your lamp.
It's Dr. Rossi's lamp.
Well, you keep it for it.
I promise not to use it.
Oh, no, don't promise that. Women need magic. Everyone does.
Well, good night. Can't seem to say it.
Matt.
No. Not yet. Hello, Norman.
Hi, Allison. I just got back from the hospital. Rodney's going to be okay.
I know.
Betty's okay, too.
Yes, I know. They told me.
It's kind of late. I thought I'd walk you home.
How'd you know where I was?
Oh, I knew. What's this?
That's Aladdin's lamp.
You haven't changed, have you?
Yes, Norman, I have.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
You still want that boy? Do you think if you and he got married that you could make him love you?
It wasn't a game for me, Allison. All those things I told you, they weren't moves or something. I meant them. No matter what happens, remember, I meant every word I ever said to you.
You make it sound so final. Is it? You said you wouldn't tell him.
Betty, he has a right to know he loves you.